What's going on, everybody? My name is SilentInTheT, or Kevin, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I will be giving my first impressions on the brand new show Spy X Family, or is it Spy Family? Either way, I'll be providing my overall thoughts on the show so far. I hope you guys get some enjoyment or value out of the video, and if you guys do, press the like button and subscribe below to see more content like this in the future. So without further ado, here are my first impressions on the brand new show Spy X Family. After watching the first episode, wow, just wow, what a great start to the series. We get to see some cool action scenes, like when Twilight comes in to save Anya, and then we get scenes like this that is just so cute and wholesome. It manages to balance both action and wholesomeness. When I was watching the episode, it never felt forced or seemed out of place. It just really does hit the sweet spot between the two. I really like the characters so far. Twilight is such a cool character. He reminds me a lot of Agent 47 from the Hitman series, but with hair. He's very suave with looks that I'm sure fangirls will gush all over. What I really like about him is deep down, he's just a very kind-hearted person, but naive when it comes to raising a child. Speaking of kids, can we talk about best daughter Anya? She is so precious and pure, like, oh my god, she's adorable. Anya is love and Anya is life, and we need to protect her at all costs. Why is she so cute? Anya is amazing, and I will not hear otherwise. When I saw the peanut scene, the same one that was in the trailer, I was like, hey, she said the line, let's freaking go! A little excessive, I'm sure, but seeing things that were in the trailer that was in the actual episode itself gets me hyped every single time. I'm sure when people saw that exact same scene, they wanted to buy a surplus of peanuts, and the stock market for peanuts is at an all-time high. Every time she's on screen, it's just a joy to watch. Her different expressions makes me smile every single time. It's great. The fact that she can read minds is such an interesting concept that I'm sure will create tons of chaos as the story plays out. Her little sparkles and sound effects when she uses her mind reading abilities is such a neat thing to see, although it does sound a little bit much like the Golden Experience sound effect in JoJo Part 5, but I could be wrong about that. We get to see a glimpse of her backstory, which makes me want to keep on watching to see more about her and her importance to the plot. Something that I noticed when watching about her past is the fact that the lab researchers refer to her as Experiment 007, which might be a reference to James Bond, but that might be a bit of a stretch. The relationship between Anya and Twilight is so cute and wholesome, but at the same time a little bit rough, which is to be expected. Twilight is a bit of an a-hole towards Anya, but I can't hate him on that knowing his background. He's been a spy for most of his life, and all of his missions prior require him to set aside his feelings to complete the mission. But you know what? Even though he's a little bit rough around the edges, he's got a good heart. At the very least, he tries to understand and care for Anya. I know that in future episodes, he's gonna grow more and more attached for Anya, and I'm gonna love every single moment of it. Aside from the two main characters, we haven't seen much about the mom of the family, but I'm sure she's just as great, who creates a very interesting dynamic between the three main characters. What I know from the trailers is that the fact that she's an assassin, which makes me like her already. And if she's anything like Giga Chad Twilight, then I am in for a treat. As for the music, I can't really say much about the soundtracks, other than the ending theme, cause that shit is a banger. I may not know what they're saying in the song, but I know a banger when I hear one. It's so smooth, and the R&B sounds so good, I can't help but bop my head into it. Like I said earlier, other than the ending theme, the OST didn't really hook me in yet. Keyword yet. Granted, it is the very first episode, so I would give it some slack. I'm sure there's going to be some OSTs that are a joy to listen to, but as of now, it's okay. As for the comedy of the show, I think it's pretty great. I know that comedy is very subjective to the individual, but to me, I think it does a really good job. There are so many scenes that either made me giggle or just flat out laugh. Like when Twilight first learns that he needs to find a wife and kid in 7 days, when he did that spit take, that had me deceased. Or when Anya was hiding from Twilight, who I would emphasize is a spy, was very cute and it made me giggle for a good minute. Overall, this episode was everything I expected it to be. It has a very interesting plot with very likable main characters, and the whole premise is a very jolly good time to experience. I was very interested in the show when the first trailer came out, but a little bit skeptical because some anime adaptations don't do manga counterparts justice, and I'm happy to say it's living up to its hype. I haven't read the manga myself, but from the comments about the show, this is gonna be one of, if not the best show coming from this season. So there you have it. These are my first impressions of Spy X Family. I'm really looking forward to the upcoming episodes since this episode blew me away. Let me know what you guys thought about the show in the comments below. I would love to hear about your guys' impressions about the show. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.